Okay, this video is about the first boot of FydeOS version 8.2.1, version 8.221, and is in this USB flash drive here. This computer here I have already installed. I'm dual booting FydeOS and I'm dual booting FydeOS and Linux Mint. So I'm just gonna boot into Linux Mint here. Okay, this is Linux Mint. I'm gonna quit here, and also I'm gonna boot into FydeOS. Both OSs is installed on this computer. So now I'm gonna select here FydeOS. Enter. Okay, I'm gonna log into this account here. Okay, so it's updating right now. Okay, I skip this for now. I have to finish. So I'm going to show here. It's installed, and it has 135 gigabyte free in this hard drive, and the other is the computer has a 320 gigabyte hard drive, half for FydeOS and half for Linux Mint. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to shut down the computer. This computer is an old computer. This is for 2014. This computer. See how long it takes to turn off the computer. When the blue light is off, that's when the computer is off. People selling stuff in the street, make a lot of noise. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to boot with this USB flash drive. This has the FydeOS with persistent storage. So I'm going to connect this flash drive. I'm going to press power, and the F11 to select the boot device here. So as you can see there, I'm going to select here UEFI SanDisk. That's the FydeOS Live USB with persistent storage. So everything is going to be in Chinese. So I'm going to show how you can change for your language. Okay, on this part here, you select here the blue box here, the blue one. Now, in this part here, that's where you're going to select your language. So you're going to select your language there, you click there, and I come this screen, and then you on the top here, that's where you're going to select your language. I'm going to use English, but in the future I'm going to do in English, I'm going to do in Portuguese from Brazil, also in Spanish. So English, let's see. Okay, English. English Australia. Okay, I'm going to select here English, United States. It's close here to my location. So now what you're going to do, you click OK here. Now everything is English. What you do here, click Let's Go. Now I'm going to connect to my network here. And I'm going to pause the video. Now what you have to do here, just click Connect. So here you have to scroll down here, click Accept here, Agree. Now there is two ways to install FydeOS. Ctrl Alt F2. There is a command that you use. I'm going to have the command on the video description. And also, to go back to the login screen, you click Ctrl Alt F1. And now what you have to do here, you that's the first time you run the system, you have to click here to select account. You click create account. I'm gonna use my cyber name and click next here. My email, this email here is just to test system. So I might change I have multiple email accounts, so it doesn't matter. I will change this in the future. So at gmail.com. So now click next here. Now before you only could use a Chinese number to activate the account here, the FydeOS account, but now it works with other language here. So all the languages here, I believe, works now. So anyway, I'm gonna use Brazil, that's where I'm from, and then I'm gonna use one of my prepaid phone numbers here, which is, let's see, 33 98 89 98 443 99 45. Next, click here verify. So I'm gonna get just to receive the 6353. So that's the number to verify the number. Now I'm going to set up a password. I'm going to pause here to set up my password. Now I just have to do is click next. Say the account is created, registration is successful. Now I just have to do is click confirm. Now I'm going to sign into my account. So Renato VX1. Click next. Then my password. I'm going to pause. Now I just have to do is click next. The FydeOS is a Chromium OS based distro, but it's the only one that supports Android apps and support Linux app. Linux app is beta on Chrome, on the Google Chrome OS. So the source engine here is Bingo, but you can change it. There's a lot of things that you can do here with this browser here. This is a modified version of Chromium browser. So anyway, about FydeOS here. See here, this version. This Chromium OS version 77, and FydeOS is 8.21, and on device here, like I said, I'm using a 16 gigabyte USB flash drive. What's gonna happen now, the system will update. So The system will update now and see what's new with FydeOS here. It's in Chinese here, but there is a way to make the browser to translate to English. Oh, here, you see the translate there? Click there and click translate. So now everything is English. Everything is English. Okay, the nice thing about the how I want to say, let me do something here first. So there is the Android option here, and there is the store. We're gonna right click, picture the shelf here. So what you should do when you do the first time you run Chromium OS or Google Chrome OS or FydeOS, you have to wait it to update first. This is a cloud-based operating system, so it takes time to update, especially if you have a slow internet connection. Right now I'm using 4G here from my smartphone here. So, you gotta wait until the system updates, because if you don't wait, what happens is when you let's say you wanna use the files here. When you right click here, you see everything is in Chinese. You right click is in Chinese, is missing stuff. When it's fully updated, it will show everything on your language. In this case here, everything is going to be in English. Also, if you want to change your language after the installation, you always can go to the settings here. I'm going to make a shortcut of the settings on the here. You always can click on the settings here and go to appearance. No, it's not appearance. Device. Yeah, the keyboard here. Linux beta. You can change your password for your. You can use a screen lock here if you want. Let's see, I forgot what's the people here. Wallpaper, show button, keyboard here. That's the keyboard shortcut here. So you can change the search engine here to Google. The other search engine here is a 360, maybe it's Baidu, I don't know which one it is. And okay, here, date and time, language input. Because this is version 77. The latest version from Google Chrome OS is 79. The interface is a little bit different. So anyway, you can change the language here at any time. Here. So this keyboard here is Portuguese. I might keep the English language and use the Brazilian, the Portuguese language, and wallpaper. I'm gonna wait until it downloads the wallpaper here, but I'm gonna wait until it downloads everything here. So, and there is a nice thing about the FydeOS. It has its own installer. You can download the installer direct from. They have the software here. You can see there is a software made by FydeOS here, and one of those software is the installer here. About the open gaps here, I don't know if they made it or, but anyway, this is the open gaps. But the installer, I'm gonna open the installer here. So just have to do is click here, add to FydeOS. I'm gonna make a video right inside of the system. So anyway, so you can use that installer to install to the hard drive. Or I believe you can install to add a USB flash drive, because you can select the drive, and also there is an option to do a boot. So I will make a video about this information. So I'm going to end the video right here, and I'm going to make another video about this. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, give a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.